Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing today? I feel so weird filming this video right now because I did take an impromptu month and a half off of filming and just posting in general. I'm sorry that I've been very MIA. I've had a lot going on in my life and I don't really feel comfortable to share it all right now, but I promise you I needed the break. So I've been debating what should I film again, what should I start with, because normally I would be a why I was gone kind of video, but not ready for that right now. So I decided on sharing some products that I have been loving and reaching for constantly off camera. Nothing here is super new, so maybe that'll be a fresh breath of air for y'all because I know that there have been the Sephora sale, so many new launches. I've just been watching so many hauls, so I know there's a lot of new coming out, and I'm not gonna lie, I do have the potential for a ridiculous haul. There are a lot of boxes in my office right now, so let me know if you want to see that. But for now, let's just talk about my favorites. And I did chop my hair off. It was literally to my butt and it feels so lightweight and just healthy now, so that's another difference. But I have been doing very simple makeup. This is the most makeup I've done in a hot minute, and even this I'm sure looks like simple makeup to you, so it's fine. It's just been my vibe. I've been very lazy. So one product that I've been loving so much is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I have the shade, what are you? It's on the front. It's so clear and I'm just looking everywhere for it. Shade 110, which I will say it's a little bit yellow. It's not the perfect shade for me, but using it as a skin tint, you can get away with the shade not being perfect. And this has been a go-to for me because I don't know who I am. I feel like I'm confessing my sins right now. I just throw a little bit on and blend it in with my fingers and keep it moving. I've been using this by itself a ton, especially because I've been breaking out a lot. So I just feel like adding a little skin tint, but this actually has a good amount of coverage. I almost feel like the name skin tint is deceiving because you would think oh, it's gonna be sheer and lightweight, because I'm not gonna lie, I was oh, I'm feeling the skin tint vibes. I've been using this so much that I went ahead and I tried to use my Fenty Eavesdrops. Yes, Eavesdrop blurring skin tint. And I was wait, this literally just looks like a moisturizer. It's doing absolutely nothing for me in comparison to this. This has coverage, and it really depends on how much you use, how you apply it, because I feel if I apply it with a brush I get even more, but you can throw it on with your fingers, blend it in really fast, keep it moving, and I feel it does set down to where it's not moving all over your face or anything like that. So it's a good one and done if you just want an even base. So the other product that I have been reaching for, what I have on my skin today, is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydro Glow, and this is the shade 1N00, which I feel when I first purchased this, it was a little bit too light for me, but now I feel it's matching better just because I've been spending more time indoors. You know, summer's over, daylight savings has begun, along with a lot of sadness. I thrive on the sun. It's a whole thing. But this foundation looks so beautiful and so glowy. I feel you can also use it almost as a skin tint if you just go in with a very sheer amount and kind of just, you know, a quick all over look. But I feel my skin has not been glowing. My skin has been a disaster. Any glow that you're seeing right now, other than my highlighter, is all this foundation. It looks beautiful. It's just a really pretty finish. It's standing out for me right now. And then I've also been really into my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is kind of funny to me because I purchased this years ago, when I was first getting into makeup. It was one of the first things I ever got from MAC. And I remember not liking it, and I actually returned it, which was a lot for me. I remember feeling so anxious to go back to the MAC store and return this product, but I just thought it was super cakey at the time, and maybe that's true because I didn't need as much coverage then. I was you know, I was living my lightweight makeup life, but now I'm this is the bomb. I feel less is more. I will use the tiniest little pump, and that's for my entire face. It looks beautiful underneath the eyes. That's where I have it today, and I like it, but it's also so good for spot concealing, even though I don't know how I missed this spot today, so don't judge it right there. But I've had like lots of little tiny things happening, and I've just been using this to spot conceal. It's a really good shade for me. Let me see, it is NC15. If you need like just a high coverage concealer, I love it. I'll do the little trick where you just add a touch like onto where your acne is or whatever you're trying to cover up. Let it sit, let it kind of dry down, and then I'll blend it out. So you guys know I love a pink cheek, and obviously I love my cool tone pink tones. My Adept and AMYLOVES face palette, obviously always going to be a go-to, especially as we get into the winter months, and like the cool tone pink is so pretty. But I wanted to mention something a little bit different today for when I'm feeling pink, but I want it to be just a touch warmer. This has been my go-to combo. So that is going to be the Singe Beauty Evocative Silk Blush in the shade Riveting Rhubarb. So here's what she looks like. I'm like starting to get some dippage into all those little waves there, but I've got her on today, and I just feel like this is the most beautiful, just warm pink. I'm like stumbling over my words trying to describe how pretty it is, but it looks beautiful on the skin. It has like a nice, like naturally satin finish. I use the BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose N15 all the time. You can see it's literally disgusting. Don't ask me. Do not ask me when I last washed my brushes, okay? Or you're blocked. I just feel like this blends the blush so pretty. I can even go in a little more intense. It's funny because I know it's not good for you at all, but I actually was wearing this blush last week and I fell asleep without taking my makeup off. I know it's a big no-no, but when I woke up in the morning, you could literally still see this blush on my skin, which I feel like most blushes on me just do not stay that well. Like I don't have a problem with them fading, but it's like overnight through sleep, like that's a lot to ask. But I love this one so much, and I just cannot wait to see what else Singe does because it's just beautiful. And then on top of that, I have been obsessed with the Fenty Pretty Pearls Demi Glow Light Infusing Highlighter, which I know when I purchased this, there was definitely some hype around it. So you guys have to let me know, like, is it still being hyped? Are people still talking about it? Because when I first got it, I was like, oh, it's pretty. And then I kind of just like put it to the side and was just living my life. My very cool tone highlighters were definitely, you know, taking up all of my focus. But now I have been using this a ton, especially on top of Riveting Rhubarb. I don't know why I just keep adding more. Like it's already on my face, but it's just like the most beautiful, soft kind of neutral glow. It just like really looks like it belongs on my skin. You can't really detect it as something separate, which I really like that look. And it also just has that like very soft kind of powder finish where it melts into the skin, and it doesn't look too intense. So if you're kind of like, you want to glow, but you also want it to look natural, I love this formula. It reminds me kind of the Natasha Denona Super Glow formula, kind of similar vibes to that, but that might be just a little bit more creamy. It also kind of reminds me of the Lethal highlighters, which I really love theirs. Even though the texture, when you like touch them in the pan with your fingers, they feel very powdery, but when you apply them to the skin, they look beautiful. And I feel like the application kind of looks similar there. I just think it's really pretty, and especially like this combo together, because I still want to wear my pink blush, and sometimes I want a little bit of warmth, but like I feel like this highlighter, I don't like the way it looks over a super cool tone pink. So this combo is it, and especially with that N15 brush. Okay. And then let's see. Oh, I wanted to mention this really quick. I feel silly every time I talk about this because I know it's like a cult favorite product, but at the same time, it's like a new find for me. So I still want to talk about it. This is the Lancome Lash Eye Doll Mascara. And I just have like the mini size, but I would definitely recommend the mini because it has lasted me a while. I don't know, there's something about mini mascaras that I feel like I like them more than the full size, because sometimes I'll get the mini and I love it so much that I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy the full size one, and then I get the full size and it does not feel like it's as good, or maybe it just dries out faster. I don't know, but I love a mini, and I think this was $12, maybe $14. So not too bad, because like I'm definitely more of a drugstore mascara girl. I just cannot see spending, you know, $20, $30. I know YSL recently sent me their mascara and like I want to try it, and like it's literally in my possession, but I'm just looking at this box like this mascara is $32. This is something you have to repurchase a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a chance, but I can't imagine it being worth it. So I feel like this is still a good price range for me for it being the mini compared to purchasing something else from the drugstore, like the Panorama mascara. I do like this one as well from L'Oreal. I think these are similarly priced. I'm getting too excited. I'm like, I have not filmed it so long. I actually feel like I'm doing good, but I also feel like I have a lot to say, even though I was so nervous to film this for some reason. So anyways, I just feel like this mascara looks so beautiful. Like this is the first mascara I've ever had where I'm like passionate about it. Like I feel like most mascaras, I'm like, yeah, they did a good job. They did what I needed them to do. Yay. But this one, I'm like, wow, it looks so pretty. Right now, I feel like it doesn't look like its full potential because it is starting to dry out, but it has this wand that for some reason, I don't know, it doesn't even look that special, but it gives me more of that cat eye effect where there's more volume on the outside. Like I said, you can't tell as much right now because it is drying out, but if you watch any of my earlier videos when I first tried this, you can see that look a little bit more. A lot of times I don't even go in with my lower lashes with this just because I love just the way the upper lashes look so much, but also you can see like it does a really good job on the lower lashes. They don't look too intense or anything. They look coated, and I don't know. I'm just obsessed with this basically. How much more can a girl say about a mascara? In makeup, just for fun, and Fantasy Cosmetica tinted lip balm in the shade Cozy. All of the tinted lip balms that come in this collection are super cute, but this is definitely my go-to. Has been living in my purse. It's what I have on right now. I have it over the We Makeup lip pencil in the shade Gordon Brownstone. I just lined my lips and then kind of feathered it out. And this is more of like a pinky mauve shade, but obviously it's tinted, so going over something that's a different color than it, you can really change it up. I'll add a little bit more just so you guys can see. But this has the most delicious salted caramel smell. It is amazing. So I'll add a little more on. Super comfy, super hydrating on the lips. You can wear it on its own and it's beautiful. Wear it with a lip liner, it's beautiful. Obsessed. I did do a full like try on video for all of these in case you're curious. Actually, I kind of want to include a fail, even though that was not my original plan, but I'll mention a fail for you guys. The Merit Great Skin Priming Okay, what was that? The Merit Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. They sent this over to me and I was very excited about it because I love a priming moisturizer type product. And the issue is not the product. I think it's beautiful. It's what I have underneath my skin today. It does a really good job at hydrating. I'm trying to decide how to explain this. When the product is going up the pump, you obviously use a certain amount, but then the rest stays in there and it dries out. So in between each time that I use this, when I use it again, there will literally be like a hard little like booger looking piece of this product that is unusable. Like I'm constantly wasting just like little smidgens of product, and because of that I wish this was available in just like a little jar, which is funny because I was like, oh, I love that it's a pump, like that's great, I've never seen a prime moisturizer that's a pump, blah, 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 whatever, but it just keeps getting dry and stuck and booger like. So it's not that big of a deal, but I do have to like pull it out each time and I just feel like it's a waste of product, and I think this would be better in a different component. Oh, I feel silly. I forgot to mention this, even though like it feels like I don't even need to mention it. I've also been using my Adept eyeshadow collab so much, mostly just doing very simple looks, but this has still been my go-to eyeshadow palette. Today I just have a little bit of Lights Up all over my lid, and then I use 1997 to line my lash line. I wanted to mention a few other beauty related type items. So one is going to be the Unbrush, and I've had this for months now. I have been testing it a ton. I got this because it went viral on TikTok, and if you haven't heard of this, it like doesn't have like the full back, and it's just supposed to be like this magical brush that you can brush through your hair no matter what. And I I would say it's not a magical brush. Like if you have really bad knots, like you're still gonna have to kind of work them out a little bit. But as someone who has hair, oh, that was loud, sorry. As someone who has hair that gets very, very knotty, even if I brush my hair every single day, like it is still going to be a lot. This brush has been so nice, and I feel like it's also easier to clean than any of my other brushes. Like you can actually get all of the hair out and all the dander and everything like that, which is really nice. And it's just, I mean, my hair is not knotty right now, but I wish I had a better example of the times that it has been, but this has just been a go-to. Just a really, really good brush. I feel like, you know, obviously there's already hair in it again. There's so many products that go viral on TikTok, and I've definitely bought some things where I'm like, this was not worth it, but this one is. Okay, and then I also wanted to talk about fragrance for a second, because I have been loving the YSL Libre line, and I have the original here, which you can see I've used a ton of. I only got this earlier this year. It has not been that long, and I really, really love it. It just smells so delicious, and it's just like this warm floral scent. I wasn't expecting. I feel like I've smelt it in person, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna purchase this, but they sent it to me as PR, and then I was like, oh, well, it's here, like let me try and use it more. And then I started using it. I was like, wait, I actually really love this. And I feel like when I wear that, I get the most compliments, because I have a ton of different perfumes, kind of all in that same floral family, and that's just the one that I get the most compliments on. But recently they did come out with the Flowers and Flames version, which again, I did receive this in PR, but this is even like warmer, and I feel like it's like a sexier version of the OG, and it's just giving date night. It's so delicious. Wait, did not want to come off. It just smells so good. So if you have the chance to smell this in person, I would definitely give it a try if you like floral scents and you want something a little bit sexier. This is just, it's so good. Okay, and then last but not least, this is a little random, but if you have a Sam's Club membership, I'm not sure, maybe you could find it online, but I have always heard about this dupe, and I recently got a Sam's Club membership. This is the Nature Well Firming Cheeky Cream Brazilian Nut Oil, and it is basically just a dupe of the Sol de Janeiro Bum Bum Cream, and the packaging is kind of similar, and it comes with a little scoop as well, which is pretty cool. And I'm telling you, I have the original. Actually, it's not behind me anymore because I cleaned it up. I have the original as well, so I compared both of them like side by side, one arm versus the other, like smelling, and they are so similar. This does a great job at hydrating. I love using it as a body lotion. I believe this comes in a 2-pack for either like $15 or $20, so very affordable. I gave the other one to my little sister, and she's also loving this dupe. And I saw last time I went that they have a body wash version. I didn't get it because it was like $18, and I was like, wait, I need to try the lotion first and make sure that I like the scent. But now I'm like, okay, it's really good. So I'm gonna try out the body lotion next time I go to Sam's. And yeah, just wanted to mention this again, kind of random, because I'm sure a lot of you don't have a Sam's Club membership, but if you ever get a chance to try it, very good dupe. I kind of feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder because I have been overthinking this video so much and what to start filming with again. I just didn't even know where to jump in. I felt a little lost. So I am just happy to be here, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you missed my content and that you're excited to see it again. And I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.